So this code sets up a variable I equal to 0, and then it gets into a while loop. A while loop in C is very similar to a while loop in Python. We are checking if the letter at index I is not equal to the null character. So this will loop through every letter in this string. We will keep increasing I as we go along. And this while loop will exit once the letter at index I is the null character. Remember, every legal string in C must end with this null character. So this while loop will eventually exit. But as long as it is not the null character, we are checking to see if the letter is greater than or equal to capital A and less than or equal to capital Z. Remember, that means it is an uppercase letter. If it is, then we are adding this quantity. And this kind of expression is something we have seen before. Essentially, we will remove the uppercaseness and add in the lowercaseness of that letter, and that will convert any uppercase letter into a lowercase letter. So this seems to be quite reasonable. Let's actually run this code on Python Tutor and see what happens. So I'm ready to execute my code in Python Tutor. I'm starting as usual at line 1 in main. I have this string color, which is currently all uninitialized. I initialize it to color with the American spelling and with a capital C. And notice that it ends with the null character as it is supposed to. Now we're going to print the Indian spelling of this word, and then later on we want to print the original US spelling. So let's first call this toIndLower function. We are here. We are going to take an argument word, which remember is just we are passing the string. That is to say, we're passing the base of this particular array. So this word is going to be initialized to the base address of that array, as we have seen. Now we initialize the local variable I to 0. And we check, is word 0 equal to the null character? Well, word 0 is the letter C, so that's not equal. So we will come into the while loop, and we will find that this particular word is between uppercase A and uppercase Z. So this if condition will be true, and we will come here. And now we will try and update word I by this amount. Now, when we try and update word I by this amount, what we're going to do is trying to change this uppercase C into a lowercase c. But remember, this word is declared in main, and right now we are in the toIndLower function. So surely it's not possible to do this. It should not be possible for this particular function to modify the data that is sitting in the main part of the code. But we will see that this is actually perfectly fine. When we execute the statement, this capital C does indeed change to a lowercase c. So remember, in the C programming language, strings are mutable, at least if you declare them like this. So this particular toIndLower function is modifying the given data. And perhaps that is not the intended purpose of this code. Let's go back and compare this to the Python code and see what the intended behavior might have been.